Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a custom Mario model in the latest version of FAST64. Now what you're going to need is to download the file in the description. That will be the Mario model that we will be using. Now, once you got the Mario file downloaded, open the zip and open the folder inside that zip and open the Mario Blender file. You'll see this, just press OK. Wait for it to load, okay. You want to go to material mode, whatever it's called, and here we have our Mario. So, something you're going to want to do is go into general settings and select your Decomp folder. But yeah, now that we have it selected, we can modify our Mario. I'm just going to modify his colors, for example. Can change his body color by selecting the body and changing this color right here. I'm gonna make him green. And you can do the same thing with the cap and other parts that are red by selecting cap and going into source, changing the color to let's say blue. I don't know. Now Mario's emblem would not change. You would have to change the actual texture if you want that to change. Here we can change the metal texture too. Go into source, texture properties, just click the X, open, and now Mario will look like the star. So we can also modify his thing, of course. First, let's uncrumble him. Select both the legs and rotate them by 180 degrees. Then both the feet. There we go. And rotate these by 70. Then grab arm 1, or well, the right arm, and rotate it by 90 degrees. And the left arm by -90. Now let's rotate his hands so they're not like this. Okay, this is not default pose. Rotate this arm by 90 degrees this direction, and this arm -90 this direction. Now we have uncrumbled Mario. Now if we were to go into edit mode, this would happen. But don't worry, you can just go into modifiers, click this, and there you go. Now we can modify him. I'm gonna remove his nose. Now that we modified his thing, and I'm just going to add a circle on the top of his head, because why not? Just going to turn it down. There it is. You can move this on top of his head. You can press L to select loose, so if something's not connected, you can select it. But since Mario's head and cap are connected, if you press L on one of them, it'll connect. It'll select both of them. I'm just gonna make the cube Mario sunburn texture. Yeah. You know what? Maybe it's a glove. You can right click shade smooth or shade. Alright, I'm not in object mode. So, since Mario is already fully shaded smooth, it does not matter if I click shade smooth. And now that is smooth. You can click shade auto smooth, which does not smooth as much, and shade flat, which just removes all of it. But let's just stay with shade smooth. Now, if we try to export it right now, it will not work. And that's because if we go into this and select Mario's head, you know, just go into here and keep on selecting the ones until you get to Mario's head. Here, Mario's head. It's not, this does not have anything added to it. Every vertice must have at least either 1 or 0. So either red or blue. You cannot do half like orange. You can only have one thing on one vertice. So if I were to select the chest, I cannot do this because Mario's head is already selected there. Now let me go ahead and add the entire thing by loose selecting first by, so let me add it all here. First I'm just going to select this to make sure it's Mario's head. Yep. Now loose and assign. Now we have our Mario model. You know what, I'm going to add a custom texture to it. Yeah. Loose. Create new FAST64 material. Shaded texture. Okay, so once we got our new texture in, we can press assign. And I'm just going to do this and click UV unwrap. Oh wait, no. UV smart project. UV project. You know what? Just project from view. There we go. Now I'm just gonna now if your texture is doing this and you don't want it to have multiple, like if you selected Toad Face or something, I don't know, and you don't want it to have like our ones over here, you can click clamp, and then there you go. Oh, let me just and then just move that out of the way. And there we go, we got Toad Spear. This will be able to load into the game. To do that, you make sure you have your decomp selected. Make sure you have the correct settings for the thing you're using. Since I'm using Hacker64, I'm going to use that and Hacker64. Now, once we do that, we go into the combined exporter, select export graphics, go ahead and find the Mario Geo, and then name it Mario, and export the objects. Once we got our object exported, we go and build our decomp and open the ROM. Okay, our custom Mario's in the game with our Toad. And it even works with the custom Mel texture we selected. And that's how you make custom Mario models in the newest version of FAST64. If you got any errors, leave it in the comment section and I'll help you out.